have Khanyi in studio.
Of course.
Come on, guys.
A professional. There isn't anything she doesn't know in the game.
Yeah, and like your reaction to it all is just stirring me because it's almost like you're surprised at your own self. But that's how big you are. That's how amazing you are to us and to the industry at large. So welcome to the DJSbu breakfast.
Guys,
so
everything you do is massive.
She's dope.
Like, you just took me back to, you know, when they tell you you've got your first show.
Wow.
That first feeling of hunger when you finally get the foot into what you've been dreaming about. You've just, and I'm getting emotional because, you know, we chase so much that we forget that hunger and that feeling of welcome.
Wow.
And you guys gave, like, jeez, let me have water, okay?
Let's go back to your story.
Yes.
There's a new generation that's growing now. A 16-year-old who's following me right now on Instagram who's watching you. Or a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
What is your story?
My story is...
This is now you coming from where you come from.
That's right. That's right. My story has always been forced, like forced up. Break those doors until someone listens to you.
No, let's start from the beginning. Uphumabi.
Elokishini.
So mntana selokishini.
Mntana semfolo elokishini straight ngasekhwezi ngikhule ngaserusuna, and I was raised by ugogo like everyone else.
Yeah.
Abomama bebasebenza all the time. I was always different because I went to a white school where bahlala bangibiza uKhanyi.
Khanyi Mlungu.
Because I spoke English. I said, hey, Khanyi Mlungu, Khanyi Mlungu. That's what they called me.
Yeah.
Because I was the only one who wore a blazer and went to a proper like school according to
So
them.
when you drop in oh yes.
And I hate Rugamba Ngekumbi because things like summertime on the 1st of September, because bayazi uthi kundiyeza.
Yes.
And bafika bakhumula isiblazer bathi sinike isikhwama.
Yes.
No. No,
Mm.
bebahlupha. And because bebangirelax inwele ekhaya, they didn't understand. So nenwele zami zisilky. So all they wanted to do is just run their fingers through my hair.
Oh, yeah.
So to them I was like a Barbie doll in a way. So bebanghlupha.
Yeah.
And some of them would lick me because they didn't understand. So Khanyi Mlungu. Like literally, you know.
Oh wow.
And now Shai ran sometimes it shows. How was Joburg at the time?
Joburg was different because then you go to a white school and you've got cornrows in your plaits, and when people don't understand, they're like, so did they shave the lines in your hair to get, you know, when you get those lines, like,
yes.
So did they shave to remove the hair? You're like, no, they just plait but your hair was short yesterday, now it's long. Can I also touch it? So everywhere you go, you're a specimen.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, you're like this thing of wonder.
Yeah.
Because you're still like 4 blacks and they still call you Khanyi Mbau. They can't even say your name properly.
Yeah.
And then Uletis Kapsines Rice, then for one, it's different. Like, what's that? It's pop. Like, ooh, it looks different. Ew, you know. So everywhere you go, it's just different. I got into the game because I lived in my head a lot. As I said, because I had 2 different families that didn't understand me. So my only place of safety was my head, imagination. And then I learned about acting, that there's this place where you can play all these people that you want to be in real life. And that's how I wanted to become an actress, because I always did this. Mabang Dina, I would create my own mother and speak to her that understands me. I would have this father that understands me, but have this best friend who doesn't see me as black, white, but understands me. So I always had these characters. I was always in a scene. And that's why I knew that I needed to act. How I got into the industry was being forced. That Maktiwa nok shootwa promo or something. People used to take advantage because but I saw nigga ma 20 randi was anzo actor lana send this cash wherever, and I'd find myself there because it allowed me to be. But through this, I started getting to know people, getting to meet people. I mean, Nosbu can tell you how we met was, this young girl was in his face. I was like, yo, so tell me what you do. Yeah, so you say YFM, so YFM. Talk to me more. Like, I want to know. I want to get in there. So how did you get in? I was always this kid that was in his face. Why pussy Red Bull? My pussy Red Bull. No, Red Bull right to Monday. You
remember those days?
Yeah. After radio, he's tired. Like, I'm coming to visit you. Now. And I'd be, and it's like, I'm so tired. I'm like, let's go get a headache once. I
remember.
And I think about to touch t-shirts. But yeah, when was I now? So jealous of him, so which I wife and white DJ. So I'm gonna. I was here. I don't know how I got his number. So I'm trying. How was your day? So okay, all right. And then no, I'm meeting my mom. Right. Eventually, because he was a motivator, he came and he met my mother and he sat with them and he said, "It's a good thing." Yeah. Do you still
see that persistence? Especially in the younger generation?
No. The younger generation is
how many tweets does it need for me to get a job there?
Yeah.
No, and for them is there's a form of entitlement.
Yeah.
For them, once they see 100,000 people, then they think it's enough. And for us, Tina, once you get 100,000, basically you should 20 million. You understand?
Yeah.
Should mangangene waya masingafika nasi states.
Yeah.
Mong nigi 10,000 rand masu million ngangipha. Should ngafoster. If seng mithe utlema wiza should ngamitha no vusi mos. If seng azusbu should seng bazbonke mos. But the kids today, they feel once they know a small circle and they've built it, they think that everyone must know. Everyone must understand. For Tina, it wasn't that. Tina, it was like, after this, it means I can get South Africa.
Yeah.
If I'm not South Africa, shooting at Africa. With us, it was never about it's enough. If Senglale Sentinel shooting was not in Cape Town, shoot a Cape Town, Sangana Cape Town, for Savachella corner, and we want these things.
It was constant hunger, basically, for me.
Yeah.
Here's a question that I want to ask, and I've read Sbu's book, and I love how he's not ashamed of saying this, because sometimes we think that it's failure. Ukoshwa emsebenzini.
No, it's not failure.
Yeah. I want to know.
That's now achievement.
Yes. Tell me about that. Tell me about your psychology, because I've heard about his psychology.
Yes.
He wears a badge on his chest, and he's like, you know what? I've been fired twice.
So, get your.
And I was able to. How do you handle rejection?
It's not rejection. You must understand every job that you get is initiation into a path that you're going into.
Hello, tweet.
A job is not who you are. It's an initiation. We are twasiswa. It's not isango makpela that uktwasa. Why uphume phehlweni? Mo uphume phehlweni doesn't mean uqoshiwe or ufailile. It means so isango manje ayunzima manje. So when you get fired from that job, it means you've got the tools that you need now to become where you need, to become what you need to be.
Wow.
So uqoshwa so twasile sesikunike into osidingayo. Idlozi lakho asakudingi la. Next.
Wow.
But in the real world, when you get fired, it's like, oh, you failed me. Like, you can't even... No, Joe. It's enough. Shuti, that part of that DJ space that you're in, you've got it. And that's why you will leave before others, and others will stay longer than others.
Wow.
And if you leave before, it means unekande lula. In, out. So, we figure, you get what you need. In, out.
Wow.
That's what life is. So, I always look at Izangom and think, but that's how life is. When they get in, siyakhala. But when they get out, CTS. When you get in, faneskhala, hey, I wish we bambing speed, dear Joe. And that's what it should be, because a job is not your definition.
Yeah.
It's someone who started something that can better you for
Love
you to
it.
start something else to better the next.